What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Today we're talking about Minecraft Beta 1.15.0.51. And this is a bug update as well as like a parody Java update. So a lot of you guys might be wondering, why don't we have the Nether update, beta update yet for Bedrock? So what the devs are doing is they're updating the basic Bedrock game to make sure that it's closer to what Java is and give us a lot of parity, like life helping changes that we haven't had for a while, and some of these are like really annoying that they don't work in the current game. So this beta changes all of that and allows us to have some more changes and updates that actually Bedrock players have been asking for a long time. And also updating some of the spawning mechanics and things that just really needed to be updated for a while in Bedrock. So this is actually better than getting the Nether beta because we want them to fix bugs. We're still going to get the Nether update the same time that everyone else is going to get it, that Java players are going to get it. So don't feel like we're going to be left out in the cold. We're still going to get it at the same time. They're just focusing on some bug updates right now and letting us test those before we get the Nether update. So this first change has to do with fence gates. So we can place a fence gate without anything around it now, just in its own on the ground, space in the air. And this is just good because now we don't have to place fences around it. We can just go and place our fence gates without having to place anything beside it. So that's a cool, good little life change thing to make our lives a little easier on Bedrock. Now this is a huge one for me because I'm always wanting to make dispensers, and I have a bunch of bows laying around because maybe I have a skeleton farm or something. I just have a ton of broke down bows. But before, you couldn't create dispensers with broke down bows, but now it does allow you to. So if your bow has been used, that's okay. It doesn't matter, you can still make a dispenser out of it. So that's a huge one there. This is a really big one. So this next one, this is kind of cool because before we couldn't make pod soil. We had to kind of wait for the wandering trader to come around and give it to us, or find it in a taiga biome. So this is a cool new mechanic. Now when you grow a giant spruce tree, you get pod soil all around it. So pod soil will just show up. As you can see, I grew my giant tree, and now we have pod soil all over the ground, and you can use silk touch to pick this stuff up. So that's a pretty good change right there. And now I want to talk about another huge one that has affected me a lot during my play, is not being able to place jack-o'-lanterns and pumpkins on a side block. So this has been changed with this new beta. So now if I put 2 blocks up like this, used to in previous versions you couldn't place it right here. You would have to have a block under like this. Now that's not needed anymore. So now we can just come out like this and just drop our lantern right there. So that is a super cool change. Awesome, awesome change there. I really appreciate that. That's been a big one for a long time. So this next change we're going to talk about has to do with boats and this guy right here, cactuses. So before, when you had boats and they went into a cactus, they never really, they didn't affect the boat at all. But now you'll see the boat will start shaking and freaking out, and then it will pop off. And right now I don't have anything to collect it, so it's just going into the cactus and disappearing, which is a desired mechanic as well. I think they fixed that as well. I think before items weren't disappearing when they hit cactuses. Also, mobs take damage from cactuses now. That wasn't happening before, so that's a cool thing to note. Now this last one is the biggest change. I think one of the biggest changes of this whole beta. So I am fully in survival. Let me prove it to you guys. I'm in survival. I have this giant box of obsidian, and watch what I'm about to do. So this used to be a thing a long time ago. We used to have this where we could have wither killers, and now with this beta it's back in the game. So if you watch me right here, I'm putting in the last one. You can see he's in his little box and he's just chilling in there, and he's just gonna stay in there and take damage. You'll take a little damage from explosions, but not really, and he can't destroy your world. Like, everything inside of here isn't getting destroyed. You see none of my thing, nothing around here is destroyed. He's just sitting in there taking damage, and you can see the purple bar going down. So I hope this isn't a bug. I hope this is actually a desired effect. You can see he did break a couple blocks there, but that's okay. What they said in the update is that he can kind of shoot from the top, so maybe you would want to like make this a little taller. But he can't go out from the sides. It's a pretty good, not too bad. But anyway, what they said, I believe, let me read this exactly for you guys. It says, the wither no longer breaks obsidian during spawning animation. So I don't know if this is a bug where he's not supposed to ever break obsidian, or only during the spawning like explosion, and then his skulls will break obsidian after that. But the way this beta is coded right now, he can never break obsidian. So obsidian is now unbreakable again, which allows us to do these cool wither farms and things that we normally wouldn't be able to do. And you can see we have skeletons spawning in there. I don't have a sword. Let me switch to creative real quick so I can take care of these guys. So you'll still get your skeletons spawning. So all that stuff is going to work great for you. And this would be a super awesome mechanic because everyone knows how tough these guys are to kill in survival. Hey, I think I got ahead maybe. Maybe I did. So this is just an awesome mechanic here for these guys to die and then drop their wither skulls, skeletons, drop their nether stars, and you can make a whole like plant where you're just like only farming nether stuff, or only farming the wither stuff. So we can make another wither farm, and it's just really cool to have this mechanic in the game again. So you can see we got our wither star. So that is super awesome. Again, this is one of the bigger changes in the game right now in this beta. If this lasts, and it lasts where the withers don't break the obsidian through the whole fight, this is a huge mechanic. No longer having to try to farm bedrock and make hacky things where you can trap your wither. Now, oh, you see this? That's awesome. I got a wither rose too. I've never got a wither rose in this game. That is wild. Okay, never mind. So yeah, so this is a huge mechanic. If this continues to work the way it does now, it's going to be super, super, super awesome for this next update. And some of the other updates I want to talk about is, so I'm probably going to use this river biome here to create a squid farm because they've changed the mechanics of how squids spawn in this beta. So now squids, they will spawn, I don't know the exact changes, but they changed the rates. Like, they improved the rates of squid spawns, as well as improving the rates of iron golems and kind of the mechanics of how they spawn. So I haven't really tested a lot of this, so what I need to do is go back and create a squid farm and also create an iron golem farm, and I will do that in this beta. But for this video, I just wanted to show you these couple of mechanics, the things that I think are really, really cool, as well as this kind of wither killer. And if this does persist to the actual update, then I will come out with a wither killer and kind of like a farm for you guys to be able to kill your withers super easy. And then of course we'll be coming out with iron farms and squid farms and using all these cool mechanics that are just in this beta so far. So I'm really excited for this release when they actually release this. I know the nether release is on the horizon, but I think that's probably still a ways off. So I think this may even release before we get the nether beta. So they may test all of this and get all the feedback, and then release this beta and then release the Nether beta. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope this information helped you out and get you excited for this next beta. I know it's not the Nether update, but it is a good beta. So thank you guys for checking it out. Please leave a comment and let me know how I did down below. Leave me a like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.